Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, I know this video is a little bit late. I was actually off today, and I spent the day. Well, we went voting first. I hope you did too. And then Scott and I did a video on a new pizza oven, outdoor bread and pizza oven, wood fire pizza and bread oven. So I had to assemble it, and then we made bread and cornbread, and I just actually finished, and I'm all disheveled and smelling like wood fire, and it's really cool. But anyway, that's Friday's video. I am here to talk about what's coming up on Etsy on Friday at, I always do two hands, but it's really 5 p.m., not 10, 5 p.m. And I'm gonna go through them quick. And then I also want to talk about one women business. And on that subject, thank you for supporting the other ladies that I featured in this video. And if you remember Deborah Susan Design, right, who did this, she was so thankful that I featured a design that she made me the matching earrings. I mean, they're to die for. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. So I did buy the necklace, but she sent me these. So thank you for supporting yet another women's business. So at the end of this video, I'll feature Anna's candles. They call Cadal Candles. And I've talked about them before. And I'll tell you why I like them when I get to that. So without further ado, what are we looking at? A Fiesta Picture. I think you watched me pick this one. I don't think this is a vintage one, and I'm just basing that on the color of the clay right here. Okay, but it's a Fiesta Picture, and you know that people collect those. This is the medium size. I know they have a smaller and a much larger one, and it's in royal purple. I think they're pretty cool. They have a really good reputation as being good pours. You know, sometimes you get a picture and the water goes all over the place. These, they kind of like channeled through that hole right here, and that also allows to stop the ice. So they're really good. They're really practical for the summer. Really nice. So Fiesta Picture coming up on Friday. Next item, you also watch me pick that. It's that supposedly French, very vintage pottery cachepot. It's really neat. There's no signature, nothing on it. I looked all over the place. I'm not seeing anything, but everywhere I've seen it online, it said that it was a French pottery cachepot. It's really neat. Look at the little design here. So if you like blue and if you like pottery, you know, I'm this close from keeping this one, but it's going into the shop. So that's coming up as well on Friday. And when I come back, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more items. Okay, next one. Oh, this is so heavy. Okay, just fair warning, this is super heavy. This is a Crystal Dark, the French crystal company, and this is from the very early 90s, if not late 80s, and it was called Montparnasse, and it looks like the Montparnasse Tower in Paris. And it is in superb condition. This is a really tall vase. Let me measure it for you. I think it's a little bit over a foot. Nope, it's exactly 12 inches. So it's a 12-inch vase, but this thing weighs a ton. I got my scale right here. Just to give you an idea. 7 pounds. 7 pounds of crystal. Okay, it's great. It's a beautiful modern vase. Great for tall stems. Again, rigid stems. Roses, gladioles, irises. You don't want anything that kind of droops. Okay, can do peonies in there, but this is not for tulips. This is not for daisies, stuff like that, unless they have the little reinforcers. Very, very nice. A beautiful vase. It's so, if you like modern, and it's so faceted. So depending on where you put it, you're going to get a lot of refraction out of it. It's not over the top faceted, but it's really nice. So that's the Montparnasse vase by Cristal d'Arc. They're a very reputable company. I don't know if they sell them a lot here, but in France it's like, you know, a typical Christmas and Mother's Day type crystal gift. Okay, next. I just picked those. I literally just picked those on Saturday when Scott and I went to Pennsylvania. Look at these. Okay, I know I got cat lovers. All right, and I think they should be next to each other, looking at each other like this. Okay, so I can't remember if they're Homeco or Lefton. I think they're Homeco, and they're from 60s. Look at these darling little cats. Can you see them in focus? I hope. They are in superb condition. They need to be washed, but they're in superb condition. Their eyes, so it's a satin finish, right? But the eyes have the gloss finish on them, so the eyes sparkle basically when you look at them. Depending on, it gives them a lifelike feel to it. They are adorable. So if you love cats, if you collect cats, and if you have this kind of cats, what would we say these are? Well, they long hair. They may be Maine Coon, but maybe not. So I don't know what kind of cats these are, but they long hair, standard American long hair cat. Super cute. They're really cool. Anyway, 2 cats. And I believe they're either Homeco or Lefton. I have to do the research again, but there's not a chip on them. So the lady who had them literally put them on a shelf and dusted them, and that was it. Okay, that was it. She never let anybody touch them. This one is cool. This one is by Eric Hertz. It needs to be clean, okay, but he's a potter, and this is a pottery dish by Eric Hertz. So it's kind of small. I wouldn't use it for cooking, even though it's probably what it was meant for, but this would be great for succulents. Like so. Or you use it on your desk to put stuff in it. It's really nice. Wait until you see it on picture, because it's going to be really clean and beautiful. It's got a nice glaze. It's got the Eric Hertz right here. He's actually somebody in the pottery world. I like this. This is nice. It feels nice and organic. You know how I am with pottery. I only pick really, really good pieces. This is one of them. It's an interesting design. I like the rib edge. Sometimes you see the rib edge on the outside, but they smooth it out on the inside. This one shows the ribs there. And boy, are you dirty. I can't wait to clean you. And you're going to look fabulous on picture. So Eric Hertz pottery dish. Next. Number 6. You saw me pick this at a garage sale. This is Andrea by CEDAR. I'm going to open the box. Clearly never used. It's called Petite Rose, and it is a cake plate. So here it is. It's very nice pattern. It's almost a chintz, partial chintz. And it says right here, Petite Rose by CEDAR. But the thing is that because it is a the cake platter, it comes with the cake server. So this is a set, right? And it comes in its box, and it's brand new. So if you want to make it a gift for someone for the holidays, it's ready to go. It's in its box. The box is actually in excellent condition. Cake platter with server. Very nice. So Petite Rose, Andrea Bastatic, and it's fine porcelain. It's fine china. I like those. It's very British, isn't it? Okay, last one. You remember this? I debated, okay, I almost kept it, but I don't have anything to go with it in the house. It would just really be the odd thing out. So it took me a very long time to figure out what this was. And I went to many antiques identification sites that I belong to. And I got a lot of different information on it. And there's a trademark at the bottom, right here. At the moment, I can't remember who it belonged to. I'll put it right here on the screen. But what I found out, and it says right here in English, on the Rhine. Okay. It's very bizarre how they came about making those. So, you know, back in the days, we had the Sears catalog, right? And people would, who were living out west or even on the East Coast, would order through the Sears catalog, and a lot of items were coming in from overseas. They were coming in from England. They were coming in from Japan. Do I have any Nippon here to give you, for instance? Nope. All right, it's time to source some Nippon. Okay, so Nippon was an example. There was a lot of Nippon that was in the Sears catalog, and people would purchase it, and it would be delivered to their general store. Months later, they would pick it up, and they would have this beautiful china from Japan. The same goes with items from England. Okay, so it says on the Rhine. Very obviously, it's meant for an English-speaking market. So why is there an English-speaking market but a clear Delft design? That's what really threw me off. But now, to make the matters even more complicated, the company, and again, I can't remember the name, I'll put it right here. The company that made those made them white. Are you ready for this? Sent them to France to have the design done, sent them back to England, and then they were sold on the catalogs, on the Sears catalog. This thing traveled. How old is it? About 1885. That's how old this thing is. And what is it? It's a claret wine pitcher. Sweet wine that you would serve during lunchtime. Okay, that's what it is. It's not for water, it's for wine. And judging by the lack of staining on the inside, it doesn't look like it was used for that purpose at all, if ever used. It is in beautiful condition. There's barely any crazing on the glaze. There's some because it's old, okay? And you're gonna see crazing. That's normal wear. The gold is still pretty good here. It is faded here, which is normal again for wear, because people would handle it this way, and you know, the acidity of your fingers would rub off on the gold. It is stunning. So this is what's called flow blue, by the way. This kind of pattern, blue on blue, that kind of bleeds. Okay, so it's flow blue, and it's 1885, maybe 1888, but no more than that. So it's really old. It's really old, but I have no use for it. It was fun researching it. It was fun talking to experts about it and trying to figure out, why would England send those to France to have them painted when England was perfectly capable of providing China decor? Well, it turned out that it was much cheaper for them when it came to doing export to the United States, to have it shipped somewhere else to paint, because they were doing a larger volume. So I guess they were the precursors of made overseas. Who knows? I find that very interesting that the French painted it, sent it back to England, only to bring it here through the Sears catalog. 1885, on the Rhine, claret porcelain pitcher. Rare. Did I mention that? Rare, because can't find another one. I've seen the same shape by the same company, different designs. Not a single one with the windmill, not a single one with this blue pattern on it. It's totally different designs. It's maybe like flowers, stuff like that. I am yet to find a single one like this, so it's rare. I'm not just saying that to push it. I'm saying that because that is a fact. This is rare, and it's superb. What a beautiful piece. Anyway, was it Macronley maybe? I forgot the name. It's gonna come back to me in the middle of my sleep. Okay. When I come back, I'm gonna talk to you about Cadal Candles and why they are the only candles that you will see me burn in this house. And I'm not exaggerating. They're the only ones. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, welcome. I have an Itsy shop. I just rebooted it. I have my own little space here. It's been doing perfect. It's great. I'm processing things like those 7 items that I just showed you. If I was to do them back to back to back to back, it would be under 3 hours. I used to spend 12, easily 12 hours processing things. This is so much easier for me. It's made my life simpler, and I'm really enjoying the process. I come here, I have my little space. And I've been encouraging, using this platform, I have been encouraging other women to either start their business, you know, that one that you have in the back of your head and you've been thinking about, and every time you think about it, you feel guilty because you haven't started it. Start. What's the worst that could happen? And we need to stop saying, what's the worst that could happen? How about we reframe ourselves and we say, what's the best that could happen? Success. An explosion of orders. That's what could happen. So go for it. Again, I'm not stopping you. I want women to have little side gig. I want women to feel independent. I want women to feel empowered and have businesses. And I have zero problem promoting another woman's business. And if you are doing the same thing that I do, you resell. You go to Goodwill, you buy something, and you resell it for 3 times more, or its market value if it's really valuable. I'll feature you. I have no problem doing that because I'm not threatened by other women. I really am not. I think that is refreshing. There's so much, I'm not going to say jealousy, but pettiness and contrast and compare with women. And I blame social media for that. It's really destroyed the self-esteem of a lot of gals out there. So let's stop doing that, okay? Focus on you. Focus on your capacities and start that business, just like Anna. And Anna has a farm. Her and her husband have a beautiful farm, beautiful kids, and she needed something to do and support her husband at the farm, and she created Cadal Candles. And what she did years ago was send me a candle, and she says, hey, I just started making candles. Do you think you could talk about my candles? And I did. And the funny thing is that at the time, I was using a lot of Bath and Body Works. Okay, you remember when I was just all about the boardwalk and, you know, what was the French Paris, the Paris one, the Paris Cafe, really like that. And then there was a French baguette one. Okay. I really, really liked those candles. And then I developed autoimmune disorders. More than one. And with that, I became unbelievably sensitive to artificial fragrances and other things, but artificial fragrances in particular. So I did a little bit of research, and I'm not, you know, you do you, okay, clearly. But if you could stop using Bath and Body Works and all of those other companies' candles, you would really do yourself a major favor. They are endocrine disruptors, and us women, in particular menopausal and post-menopausal women, we are super sensitive to them. It will mess up so many different aspects of our life. It will mess up endocrine system, of course, thyroid, lymph node, you name it. We just don't feel good, and sometimes we can't figure out why we don't feel good. Well, it's the stuff we breathe, okay? There's nothing but chemicals in those candles. They may say with essential oil, but the essential oil is like literally the last ingredient. So what is there, like a drop in the entire candle? And they're made of paraffin, which is not good. So Anna reached out to me, and she makes candles, and it's called Cadal Candles. And she makes them with soy. She uses a wood wick instead of a paraffin fiber, synthetic fiber type wick. Her wicks are wood. Let me open a brand new candle so you can see. Maybe, okay. So she pours them herself, they hand poured on a farm, okay. And what I did was order the patchouli, because I love patchouli. And Anna, you notice I haven't started it, right? Because I started the other one. So let me go get my third one that I have in there. Okay, my third one is lavender. That's the one I keep in my sewing room. Been using quite a lot, and they burn slow. They burn really slow. So this is going to last you for a long time. What I like about it is that you can really tell that this is the real deal when it comes to the scent. Because if you know lavender, and it's a fragrance that's been reproduced synthetically a lot, okay? There's such a distinctive difference between real lavender. It's got a metallic scent to it, woodsy and metallic, compared to the lavender you find at, you know, your local candle maker. So they are hand poured on a farm, wood wick, glass jars, and then the soy. So what it means for you is that they burn clean. They will not disrupt your system. Okay, so what do I have? She has so many different. So the lavender is the one I initially had, and I think this is my second purchase, something. Love it. The one I wanted this time around was the patchouli, because I've been doing yoga, and I wanted a candle where I do yoga, because the overlight is bothering me when I'm doing yoga. You know, sometimes you're looking up, and the light is bothering my eyes. So I wanted, plus it's zen-like, okay. So I ordered a patchouli one, and lo and behold, when I ordered the patchouli one, and I told her, hey, listen, I'm going to feature you on Etsy, on my Etsy video. Of course, she had to send me more. So she sent me another one, and that one is rose water, which I love rose water. And I've started it. So that one is upstairs in the living room area. It's just the natural stuff, okay? You can feel it when you smell it. It's the natural stuff. You don't see me sneezing. I'm not going to get a headache from it because it's so natural. That's why I can only do those and essential oil in a diffuser. I can no longer wear perfume. I can only wear cologne water made of essential oil and nothing else. And, you know, like splash water and stuff like that, or roll on essential oil. I can't do perfume. There was somebody actually, I know I'm digressing, okay. There was somebody in the elevator at work the other day who was wearing, I can't remember. She told me and I couldn't remember. I mean, that thing could have knocked your socks off. The little bit that I spent in the elevator with this lady, I had a headache all day. That's how sensitive I've become to synthetic fragrances. It's nuts, right? I didn't used to be like that. Anyway, what do we have? We have Christmas cooking. These are wax melts. So, easy to use. Do I have a wax? Oh yeah, I do. You know what, Anna, this is what I'm going to do. Next week, I'm going to put this one up for sale, right? And I'm going to add one of your wax melts to it because it's a pottery wax melt. You put the little candle right here and then you put your wax in there. So I'll put one of those because you send me a whole bunch. That's what I'll do next week. Okay, so be ready for that. So she also does wax melts, and this one is Christmas cookies, sugar cookie, balsam and fir, very Christmassy. Oh, smells like Switzerland. Okay. Lavender vanilla. Oh yeah, more lavender than anything else. 100% soy wax, 3 ounces, hand poured. Okay, and eucalyptus. She does such a good job. So they have a website, cadalstradingpost.com. I put it right here and down below. But she has an Itsy shop. She actually prefers the sales to be on the Etsy shop. So go on her Etsy shop. I'll put the link down below and check out her candles. They are about $15 per. But again, this would last you a very long time, and you're supporting a woman business and you're supporting your own health. This will not make you sick because it's soy and it's a wood wick. Rose water. Which one do I want to wear? Patchouli. So I told her, maybe you need to make a mygreatchallenge candle to my specifications. What you guys think? Would you like a mygreatchallenge candle? We're not going to call it mygreatchallenge because on a candle that kind of like sounds like, what is this? But maybe like a Sophia candle, right? And I told her what I would want, because this is based on my favorite scent. We would do, the highest note would be patchouli. The middle note would be tuberose, which is a very Victorian, warm, flowery scent. And the lower note would probably be lavender, and then you can add a little bit of vetiver in it just to perk it up a little bit. So she said she was going to look into it and you know, be a chemist and try to see how she can pull that together, because tuberose is hard to find. I know it is because I can't find it anywhere. It's a very old fragrance. So patchouli, tuberose, lavender, and vetiver. That would be Sophia's candle. But anyway, so stay tuned for that, because there may be, I'm delusional. Anna, you really don't have to, but I was just throwing it out there. Cadal Candles. Great gift. She does these, and she does the wax melts. I'm putting shots of the website here so you can see what else she does. And I think they're awesome. And because it's glass, right, you can recycle this with the lid and do all sorts of things with it. Trim the wick 1/4 inch before lighting. Keep candle free of any foreign material. Okay, well, she's got to do all those disclaimers for some people, you know. What a world we live in. So, anyway, next week I'll put this up for sale and I'll add a wax melt to it. Did you know the wax melts, you don't have to just melt them. You can actually wrap them in tissue paper, right? You leave it open, you wrap them in tissue paper, and you put them in a jar. And you can use them as scent for your drawers. So that was Cadal Candles. If you have a business and you're a woman, whether it's successful or not successful, please reach out to me. I would love to feature you. Whether it's an Etsy shop or a bona fide, your own website, Shopify, you name it. And we don't care what you make. You make t-shirts, I'll feature you. You make jewelry, I'll definitely feature you. And for those of you who are thinking about it and lack confidence, knock it off. Would you please? Okay? Just knock it off. Because I know there's some of you who have little shops out there and you think you're not good enough. And I'm telling you, you are. Stop second guessing yourself. Okay? Really, stop second guessing yourself. Just go for it. What's the worst? What's the best that could happen? Okay? And I'm telling you, this community is backing you. They're in your corner. They will support your business because that's basically what's been going on so far. So I thank you for that. And that would be it. It's Tuesday night. I have to hurry up and edit this video so I can have it posted for Tuesday. Now, I'm going to put a message on YouTube for tomorrow's video, ahead of tomorrow's video. I'm just saying, I did an ASMR video, and I know that some of you have never heard of it, and you're going to watch it and you're going to be, we should bump her head. No, I didn't bump my head. I'm trying something different. Okay? I'm just trying something new. Because same old is getting old. Okay? For you and for me. So I'll put a little message to give a fair warning to everybody. The Wednesday video will be an ASMR video, and some of you will be very confused as to what's going on. It's basically me whispering for an hour. I will see you on Friday at 5 p.m. when I drop these beauties, including our 1985 made in England, painted in France, back to England, shipped to the United States to the Sears catalog, Claret Picture. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.